Hey guys, it's VALORANT here from MOUZ second entry, and today I'm going to show you guys crosshair placement and talk about aiming in general. So for that we're going to hop on a custom server on Icebox, and I will show you guys how to peek angles differently, how to hold angles, and crosshair placement in general. For me, I will always play with the Vandal, and I will show you how to peek angles differently and how to do all that kind of stuff. So for me personally, when I don't know where an enemy is and I peek angles, I peek them slowly, but I have my crosshair close to the wall so I don't miss an angle out. So I'm always kind of aiming like a robot a bit, if I would compare it. And if I know where an enemy is, like let's say I'm backside on A here on Icebox and I know an enemy is pushing me from this side. And like I hear the footsteps, I kind of know his location. Then I would already set my crosshair to his head height and peek it. So if he's, let's say, here, I will set my crosshair on head height and peek it like this. So not like this, what I told you before, that it's when I don't know where an enemy is. So when I know where an enemy is, I set my crosshair in the wall already, and then I wide swing it, and with the counter strafing, I peek him and try to headshot him. Obviously, there's on maps like Icebox, probably on every map there's different elevations. So let's say an enemy is holding me from pipes here on Icebox. I already could position my crosshair to the right height, and then I swing. Like I kind of stare in a wall, and I just swing on the right crosshair placement height and where I think the enemy is gonna be, like this. And then you can obviously micro adjust a bit to the left, a bit to the right. But as soon as you have your crosshair on the right height, it's not gonna be a big effort to just adjust a bit. So basically, what I've said before, when I don't know where an enemy is, I try to peek angles slowly and not rush things, and try to keep my crosshair close to the wall so I don't miss out on an angle. So let's say I would peek mid to attacker spawn. I would always peek like this. So my crosshair is close to the wall. And if I want to run, I obviously just do it like this. So my crosshair is close. And if enemies are standing in this area, I will just micro adjust to their heads. So let's say someone is here and I'm swinging like this. I go like this. Go to B bomb side. Let's say the enemy is trying to push from yellow towards B side, and you want to hold this angle. You kind of have to anticipate the enemy's movement. So let's say the enemy wants to wide swing you, which is most likely going to happen in this angle because it's a big bomb site. They're not going to just stutter peek you. If you think they're going to hold their shifting keys to the side and you think they're going to wide swing you, you just hold a wider angle like this. So the enemy runs into your crosshair kind of, and you can micro adjust either to the left or to the right to hit the headshot. Also, if they're peeking further, you have to adjust your headshot, your crosshair placement a bit more higher since they're elevated here, and so they can run in your crosshair again. And if you think someone is just gonna kind of stutter peek you and just peeks a small angle, a tight angle, you just have to hold your crosshair a bit closer to the wall. So so I repeat, wider angle, crosshair further away from the wall, closer angle, crosshair closer to the wall, obviously. That's kind of how you hold an angle properly. At the same time, when you're holding an angle, you can obviously do like a jiggle peek movement, like AD movement. So as soon as the enemy peeks you, you're not like fully standing still. Or you can just like do a bit further movements like this, but then it's a bit harder because you have to adjust your movement, and your first shot accuracy will be a bit delayed compared to like the smaller movements. Yeah, and that's kind of how you properly hold an angle. I can demonstrate you guys a bit in deathmatch as well, so you guys can get a better feeling of what I mean, and you can see some examples. Bind, okay. So we're on bind now. Obviously, angles are different on every map, so it's not like the same like I just shown you on Icebox. But basically, when I know where an enemy is, I just peek like this and try to position my crosshair to the head. When I don't know where an enemy is, I run like this. I just keep my crosshair close to the wall so I don't miss out on an angle. And as soon as I see him, I try to burst on heads, obviously. I'm not a type of guy to spray a lot, so I prefer to just burst, position my crosshair, and play more like calm and collected than flicking a lot, and I have a low sense, so that helps me with that. So basically, crosshair placement is the key part to my aim, I would say. Yeah. I just do a few kills and then I think you guys will probably have a good vision about what I mean. So I'm running here. Crosshairs always on head tight, kind of like a robotic aim, you know, like And I know someone is there. Oh, and he kills me off. Now I know someone is in hookah. I white swing him. Ah, he jumped down. Okay. And I have my crosshair position. Now I want to swing garden. I have my crosshair in the wall, kinda. But I know where an enemy might be. So I just swing it white. And he kills me with an op. Unlucky. Unlucky again. Ich hasse Deathmatch. Just gonna show you some raw footage now. This guy doesn't kill me with an op. I wouldn't advise anyone to play like these people in deathmatch, because you're not gonna improve like that. Tip for beginners. Just run and shoot. Don't focus on anything else. Gucken wir mal, ob ich noch ein paar Kills hinkrieg. Okay, so I know an enemy is here. I try to white swing him, crosshair placement in the wall, so I know where his position is. Same here. Okay, no one's there. I know he's there. Now I swing and I know where his position is, and I can headshot him. If I don't know where he is, I just walk around like this. Crosshair close to the wall, checking every angle, clean, collected. And then, as soon as I know where someone is, I white swing. With the crosshair already placed on his body, on his head. Always on head tight, obviously. So it's, I just get the easier feeling instantly to shoot heads and I don't have to readjust my crosshair. Ich glaube, das war jetzt ganz gut, der Take. So I know an enemy might be in this corner. I just try to... jetzt kommt einer hinter mir, Alter. Doch mein Leben. Okay, let's talk about holding angles a bit. Okay, jetzt kommt wieder einer hinter mir. Doch mein Leben, Alter. Let's talk about holding an angle as well. So if you think someone is gonna peek here, you need to kind of anticipate what he's doing. So let's say you think he's gonna do a wide swing. You hold a bit of a wider angle. You hold the headshot height, obviously, and then, yeah. Ich raste aus, Allah. Ich will dir gerade erklären, dann kommt wieder dieser mit seiner Operator. Könnt kotzen. Digga, du. Scheiße. Ja, und jetzt spawnt einer. Ich könnt kotzen, Alter. Digga, ich könnt kotzen. Schon das längste Deathmatch, was ich jemals gespielt habe. Aggressiv. Okay guys, so that's basically it about aiming and crosshair placement. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you will support us in the next matches in the upcoming weeks. Thank you for everything. See you guys.